This is a reflection on all my reflections from my learning goals, communication styles inventory, my quizzes, um, the ethical issues. And I could give you a reflection on each reflection, but I just wanted to summarize everything. And I find it easier to summarize everything because almost everything relates to each other. So there are some positives and negatives to what um, I saw in my reflections. Looking back to uh, the first month, September and October, to November and December, I've improved. I've found that I'm better at expressing myself and giving more detail and going straight to the point. So that's one positive I can take out of it. One, not negative, but criticism from my reflections is maybe to be more specific with some of the reflections. For example, my learning goals have more time frame and more realistic learning goals, even if it's just a little thing like study 1 hour a day or something simple. So that's something I need to improve on. But reflecting on my reflections really gives me hope. I've seen how much I've improved, not just school-wise, but improved independently. I find that I'm more self-aware and that my decision making is it's looking like it's going to be easier than I expected, because, well, in my previous videos, you'll notice that I said that ultrasound and radiation therapy were my top two choices, and that I had no interest in radiography. Well, it's changed completely. I think now I want to go into radiography, which totally surprised me because I thought it would not be for me because I want to build relationships with people. I like communicating with people. I was just never interested in radiography. But one of my goals was to go to work with my best friend's mother because she's a radiographer and she takes x-rays and just see what it's like for a day. And she allowed that. And I loved every second of it. I liked how it was different all the time. Like, you don't expect it to be either slow or fast. It varies with time. And even though there isn't as much communication, you can still have it. It all depends on the person. So if I'm a radiographer, if I'm taking x-rays, I can still make talk. Just because somebody else doesn't, I can still do it. I can change it. I can change it to be more fun. So that kind of surprised me, and I'm still surprised. I still don't know what about it makes me so intrigued, but I just loved it. And even going to the labs that we had, at first I was really intrigued by ultrasound, but then my friend, he said, "Y'all, I see you in radiography. I don't know why, but I just do." And when he said that, I agreed with him. I don't know why. I just see myself in that position. So I'm reflecting on my reflections, and my reflections were that I think ultrasound and radiation therapy were for me. And now I don't know if they are for me. Maybe because I am an emotional person. Maybe it's because it's just different from those two. Like, just something about it intrigues me. I guess just the vary of it, and there's more trauma involved with it, which in a way it excites me. So it's weird to see how far I've come and how my thoughts have changed, but reflecting on my reflections made me realize that I had the right answer the whole time. I was just thinking more of me. I was just thinking, okay, well, I like communicating, so radiography is not my choice. I want to build relationships. This is not for me. But I need to give it a chance. And once I did, I loved it. So as of now, November, what day is it? November 25th. I'm almost positive that my number one choice is radiography, and I hope to go into that. And now I'm stuck with my number 2, number 3 choice because I don't know if I'll get into radiography, so that's another thing I need to worry about. But what I'm going to plan for next time on my reflections is that I'm going to look more deep inside each reflection. I'm not going to just answer the question. I'm gonna go outside of the box, not just for better grades or whatever, but for me to develop more and for me to become stronger as a person. I need to learn that these reflections, yeah, they're graded, but they're for myself. And if I want to improve, I have to put 100% effort into all my reflections and or anything I put into this portfolio, because it will affect me in the long run. It could affect me greatly, or if I do poorly on the reflections, it won't affect me at all, and I'll just be in the same spot I used to be in. So that's my plan after reflecting on this, and I hope that I can keep up these reflections, and I hope that I show development and more self-awareness even from now. So thank you for listening to all my videos, and I hope you have a good Christmas.